You probably already noticed that there are several problems with our project after adding the music. I wanted you to listen to the first half of the video and see if you can identify all the major problems.
It's Christy Howes, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Today I'm going on a shark dive.
Okay, let's stop right here. The first and most obvious problem is that the music is too loud and have places that is distorted, like so. Second, we can't really hear the interviews that well because the music is very loud. And third, the start of the music is too abrupt. It's better to slowly ease in the music. Okay, after identifying all the problems, let's see how to fix them. The first problem is quite easy to fix using previous method. We just need to drag down the volume to the level that feels good. So I will just drag it down and making sure that there's no yellow or red parts shown here. And I will play it again and see if that's a good level. Okay, I think that works. However, I wanted you to listen to this part first.
It's Christy Howes, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Today I'm going on a shark dive.
So you probably noticed that even after adjusting the volume of the music, we still can't really hear the interviews well. Let's see how to fix them. The first way is actually to split this part of the music to make it independent, then we can control the volume accordingly. So for example, I want to split Command B on this part and also this part, Command B again. Okay, so now I have this part isolated. Now I can adjust the volume independently and make it lower. And let's play it again.
It's Christy Howes, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Maybe a little bit louder.
It's Christy Howes, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Today I'm going on a shark dive.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. So that's the first way you can do it. However, one problem with this method is, for example, if I want to adjust the entire music later, you find that I have to select all of them because now they are separated and I have to group them together. So I want to introduce the second method, which is also very easy to use. So let's undo this, and to adjust only this part, you can also use a tool called range selection tool. So to do that, you see that it already gave me the hint. Press the R key while dragging to select the range. So I need to press down the R key while holding it and then make a selection. Okay, so now I do the range selection, and I can drag down this part independently. So now I only adjust this part, and I also automatically created something called keyframes. So you will see 4 keyframes on the entire music, and you can adjust these keyframes to where you want to create a better fade in and fade out effect for this part of the clip. So that's the second way to do it. Since we just mentioned keyframes, instead of using the range tool to do this, you can also add keyframes yourself. So for example, if I want to lower just this part of the music, to add a keyframe, you hold down Option key, and now you see a plus sign next to your mouse arrow. So you see that only when my mouse is on the line, I can see the plus sign. Okay, now you click down, holding your Option key and click, that will create one keyframe. And you want another keyframe. Intuitively, you might think, okay, 2 keyframes will allow me to adjust that. But when I do it, you will find that I'm still adjusting the whole part. So you need at least 4 keyframes to do it. So I will add 1 on each side. And now I can drag only this part. This is very similar to what the range tool does, but the range tool is much easier to use. Once you make a range selection, then iMovie will create the keyframe for you. Okay, so that's how you can add keyframes on your own. And to delete a keyframe, click on it and right click, and then you can click delete keyframe. Okay, so I will delete all of these because I don't need them anymore. Because this is a problem that most people will run into in their project, iMovie actually have automatic way to do the adjustment. So I want to delete all these keyframes to show you how to use just one click of a button to adjust all of these clips. So you go to the volume above the viewer, and then you will see this lower volume of other clips. What it does is, for example, if I want to lower other clips such as this music when it's overlapping with this current clip, so when I select that and then I select this one, it will actually automatically lower this part. It's not obvious. I can drag the slider and to make it even lower. So now you see that I adjust this part just with a click of a button. Similarly, that I can use Command and click all of the clips where I need to lower volume of other clips, and then click on this, and now you see I automatically adjust the background music for all of these clips. And then I can use the slider to change it to the point that I like. So it's very easy to use. I highly recommend you to use this to speed up your editing. Okay, so another problem we talk about is we want to really ease in the music at the beginning. So to add a fade-in effect, you see that there's a little dot at the beginning that you can drag, and I will just drag it to the right and automatically create a fade-in effect. And then let's hear it. And now my music is not that abrupt. Similarly, that I can add a fade out effect at the end by dragging this part.
That I tried it one time, even though I'm scared.
Okay, sounds pretty good. So that's how you can quickly add a fade in, fade out effect. Similarly, that you can add your own keyframes and do the adjustment, but this is much easier to add a fade in and fade out effect. Alright, that's a few more advanced techniques for adjusting audio in your project.